My now ex and had moved in together after dating for a few months. Had at the time thought they were the one. They had been a good friend of mine for quite some time and thought LD never meet anyone as good as him. Left all my friends and family to go live with him in a different city, and at the beginning everything was fine. Then it was like a switch, I don't know when exactly, but after about 6 months or so living together started getting sick all the time. I was nauseous and had so much anxiety every day. I couldn't sleep. I realized afterwards that it may have been because of many factors of our relationship. My body was rejecting him. Hadn't realized it, but HW has been calling me mentally ill constantly, which did not help me mentally or emotionally. Have been diagnosed with anxiety and ADHD. Imagine every day someone you care therapy when you marry me and y'all be all better. Felt like was going crazy. Whenever we were intimate, realized just was waiting for him to finish so that it could end. He was too big for me and would never slow down even if told him it hurt or was crying out in pain. Then he would have mental breakdowns out of nowhere saying was going to leave him and that didn't love him, which was not true at all. He said he hated my family and would constantly judge and nitpick all my friends, family, and even my past exes. Then there was a night where he came home drunk and was swinging around a knife and yelled at me that I didn't love him, and something in me got so scared. I couldn't handle it. That night I had feared for my life, and the only thing in my brain at that time was to convince him to try to put down the knife and just go to bed. Did have a roommate at the time who had come out of her room and saw this was happening and asked if I was okay because of his screaming, and then he did stop what he was doing and was able to coax him into going back to bed. By the end of the year had developed severe vertigo and couldn't hold a job. Had to quit because was so stressed out all the time. I also had little money so was completely dependent on him. It made me feel inadequate and insane. Eventually escaped a year and bit later. Moved back in with my parents. All illness, the anxiety, the nausea, the vertigo went away. It took me months to feel normal again though. I swore off dating, then started working again. A few months went by at the job and started noticing one of my coworkers was always staring at me. It had kinda pissed me off at the time. And GL haha, he was my type, but I really didn't want to pursue anything, so decided would just try my best to ignore him. Then I got to know him more little by little and realized we had much in common. He had also gone through a breakup and it was eerily similar to what had gone through. We hung out and bonded and then finally went on our first date at the beginning of this year. We've been together ever since. I've never felt more comfortable, feel protected, I feel understood. I can tell him anything. I didn't even realize how traumatic my past relationship was until started dating him. We both have wounds from our past relationships but are slowly healing and growing together. Anytime tell him something that triggers me, he listens and makes sure he never does it. I know that seems like the bare minimum, but I've never had this before where a man actually tries to change constantly and tries to grow with the relationship. I would tell things to my ex that bothered me and he would always say, "That's just who I am, why are you trying to change me?" My partner now is such a breath of fresh air. I'm so happy and so lucky to be with him. And when we're together, I'm always present, don't get anxiety or nausea anymore, and I've never felt more relaxed.